Trying to summarize this as quickly as I can because I got things that are going to beep and ding. Um, okay, so the Zoroastrians couldn't self-reproduce, the people of the Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent and all that. So they would draw people in from the steppe and from various areas. So out on the steppe, they had this stuff called a shungite, which is a very high carbon mineral. It's just like some sort of level of purity of carbon that it's just very difficult to imagine how it happened naturally. And they have these large deposits of it out there. And people would go and get it in the wintertime. They would carve it. It's very hard. It's like jet. And they would carve it into belt buckles and different ornaments and things like that. And they eventually started to carve certain images and things like that that echoed the Zoroastrians or paralleled them. And people were kind of against that, but at least they were just, fiddling around with it in the wintertime. Well, another group came that started panning for gold in the streams up there and then using mercury to extract the gold from the pans. And then they would burn off the mercury so that it went into the mercury would go in the air and the gold would be left behind, and it would start to poison a lot of people. And they gathered up a whole bunch of gold in the same figures as was made in the shungite during the wintertime. And then those people eventually returned to Ur and so forth. And to Eastern Europe and on and on. But they were called the Scythians back in that time. Sometimes they would change their name to the Pashkiriks, and sometimes they were called the Khazars. Sometimes they're the Kalmyks, but I'm not sure if the Kalmyks are the same or not. And anyway, it was really easy to find them when you needed a mummy. Because they make these big cairns and full of gold, and they're dead. And so when Changgis needed somebody to replace him, or they needed somebody to replace Changgis, they went and got one of these, and I think it was before that, and raised him under the name of Kublai, who was also very into gold, and we've got some gold stories about Kublai as well.